Hallo, herzlich willkommen in einem neuen Video. Mein Name ist Karin Oppermann, ich bin Immobilienberater und Life Coach hier in Italien. Heute habe ich mit Max Abramo gesprochen. Max Abramo ist ein Freund und Kollege von mir. Er ist Immobilienmakler. Er ist ursprünglich aus Mailand und lebt aber seit ca. 14 Jahren, genau seit 2007, lebt er und arbeitet er in der Toskana. Er hat sein Büro in San Gimignano, das ist in der Provinz von Siena. Und heute habe ich ihn ein paar Dinge gefragt, die Sie ganz bestimmt sehr interessieren werden. Wir haben über die Toskana gesprochen, was es bedeutet, in der Toskana eine Immobilie zu kaufen und was die Toskana so außergewöhnlich macht. Max arbeitet 80% mit ausländischen Kunden, so wie ich, und wir sprechen darüber, warum Menschen gerade die Toskana aussuchen, um dort eine Immobilie zu kaufen und dort zu investieren, vielleicht sogar in die Toskana auswandern. Was macht die Toskana so besonders? Was macht sie so zu einem Magnet? Und ja, ich kann nur selber Zeuge sein, dass auf jeden Fall für mich persönlich sie eine Region ist, eine Landschaft ist, die wirklich etwas ganz Besonderes hat. Wir sprechen davon, dass in der Toskana im Vergleich zu anderen Regionen zum Beispiel weniger gebaut wird oder fast gar nicht gebaut wird. Man kann also in der Landschaft praktisch nur alte Gebäude restaurieren. Es gibt also ziemlich strenge Auflagen, während zum Beispiel hier am Gardasee auch gerade aktuell ganz stark wieder an neuen Immobilien auch gebaut wird. Also ich würde sagen, zementifiziert wird. Wie sagt man es auf Deutsch? Zementifiziert? Ja, okay. Außerdem sprechen wir dann davon, was sich seit dem letzten Frühjahr hier in Italien, gerade in dem Fall in der Toskana, im Immobiliengeschäft getan hat. Weil es geht so ein bisschen das Gerücht um oder vielleicht der Gedanke, dass die Preise gesunken sind, dass Immobilien ganz günstig gekauft werden können, dass es eine Krise gibt. Aber im Gespräch werden Sie mehr davon erfahren.
Hi Max.
Karin.
Meet you.
Morning.
Welcome in my room, in my Zoom room. Happy to meet you, Max.
Thank you.
So I introduced Max as a friend of mine and a real estate consultant. He's working and living in Tuscany.
Yes.
May you will go on with the presentation?
Okay, thank you, Karin. Abramo, and I've been living and working as a real estate agent in San Gimignano in Province of Siena. Originally, I'm from Milan, and I moved from Milan in 2007, and I started this business here, and I'm very good choice, to be honest.
Yes.
And I am specialized in selling houses, especially farmhouses and villas, and also apartment in the historical center like San Gimignano, but also others, to an international clientele. About the 80% of my clients, buyers, are international, from all over the world. So mostly Northern Europe, then US, Canada, all over the world, from all over the world, because this region, and especially this part of the region, is particularly appreciated, loved by people from all over the world for many reasons that we will be talking about.
Yes, that's right. So why a person from all over the world choose Tuscany as a new home or as a place where to stay for a long time? What is so especially in Tuscany? Also for you who went from Milan to Tuscany to live there.
Yes. May I answer this question with another question? Why you, Karin, are so happy to come down to Tuscany in any chance you have?
Yes, so, I know my answer. It's my heart. I lost my heart in Tuscany actually, for the light, for the beauty, for the nature, for the people.
Yeah,
it's my feeling and my experience. And every time I'm coming to Tuscany, I don't want to leave. So the clients, maybe it's the same feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, it's also my experience, my personal experience. That's why I really understand the position, my client's position, when they approach the market, they come to Tuscany and they dream of buying a property in Tuscany and eventually move to Tuscany. More and more people, more and more clients are not just looking for a holiday house, but they are thinking about moving. Then we can talk about that later on. But the opportunity today, thanks to technology, to think about an alternative to live rather than living in the city. If they have the opportunity to live and work as digital nomads, they can bring their business wherever they want. So they can choose the place they love, and they just need a connection, an internet connection that you can literally have anywhere nowadays. So I remember before I moved from Milan in 2007, in a few years earlier, I bought a little flat in a village near San Gimignano.
Yeah.
And in any occasion that I had, even 36 hours, not even 48 hours, any really small chance that I had to, I wanted to drive down. It took me about 3 hours to drive down, only just to smell Tuscany and spend a few hours and look around, and so much different dimension from a city like Milan, but it could be Munich, it could be Berlin rather than London. It's just a different dimension. Everything here is so authentic. The people is warm. The local food, the local products are so fresh and excellent, and the culture and the beauty, and more in general, the beauty. Wherever you look around, it's always something beautiful in every season. So I am still so excited, even after 14 years, because it's always like the first day.
Yes. I living at Lake Garda, and actually I see working on houses going on nearly everywhere. So here a lot of new constructions instead of Tuscany, where there's more protection about that. How are the regulations in Tuscany about constructions, about maintaining the nature, and about overbuilding? What is my experience here in the northern regions, also at Lake Garda, which is touristic, which is beautiful, which is natural, but the choices made by politics is very different, I think, from Tuscany.
Yes, it is.
That's right.
Well, probably it's that for a matter of politics, and also the fact that probably Lake of Garda is very close to the industrial northern Italy, and maybe some other reason. But the fact is that in Tuscany, the regulations are generally very strict, and this is a fortune.
Yeah.
This is a fortune, because if you look at the landscape, now I'm looking out of the window over my computer, and it's the landscape that I'm looking at now is probably exactly the same glimpse that Leonardo da Vinci could see in quite many centuries ago.
Yes.
And this is because they literally don't leave you build anything. Mm-hmm. You can only renovate existing rural buildings, which could be a bar conversion rather than renovation of the farmhouse, but anything that was already there. So that means that the landscape is going to stay like that forever. And this is, I think, a very good choice by the local authorities, because they have been looking at the future, the present and the future, and respecting the past, so that people, they come here and they don't see this overbuilding everywhere, like where they come from.
Yes.
And so it's really good point. And also for the maintenance of the real estate value.
Yeah.
Because if you think that you cannot build anything everywhere,
Yes.
so existing buildings, basically they keep their value in for ages.
Yes.
You can only renovate. Okay, apart from just a few plots, but just by the towns, the cities.
Yes.
But
Locals, maybe.
Yes, when you step out into the countryside, the countryside, no way to build anything.
Yes.
So this is like a guarantee, a lifetime guarantee,
Yes.
especially for
the
just
value.
to let people know from abroad, even especially Americans. I'm very concerned about this point, because I heard more than one time, people from the States saying, we bought a villa or a plot of land where we built a huge villa in the middle of nowhere on the west side of the US, the Pacific coast, and in the 70s and 80s. And now we are all surrounded by other buildings.
Yeah.
And they were concerned that the same thing could happen in Italy, in Tuscany, but there's no way. So it's a good guarantee.
Yes, yes. I think it's really, it gives the value to the houses you are buying in conjunction to the uniqueness also to the houses. Because
Exactly.
every land house is unique, has its story, has its age, and is different. So if I see around here, there are a lot of houses, one similar to the next. You can replicate them. There's no uniqueness.
Yeah, I agree. There is a huge heritage.
Yeah.
And they want to maintain, to respect and maintain this heritage. So even also the renovation, the conversion of a barn from 1800, dated back 1800, it was just a simple, poor rural building made of stones and bricks. But it's part of the history of the rural culture. And so if they maintain this for the future, I think it's just a right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. And then, of course, when you renovate, when you want to extend a little bit your house, it's a little bit tricky, because for the same reason, but we need to think that this is much more positive than negative.
Yes.
A kind of conservative policy of the real estate heritage.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Okay. Last year, about this, at March, started the lockdown with the COVID here in Italy, all over the world. In this last 12 months, is there changed anything in real estate? The prices maybe were going down?
Yeah, a few people do think that because of the lockdown in some countries, people are desperate and they need to sell, undersell. Most of them, they're gonna be a little bit disappointed because surprisingly, the real estate market is keeping well. And actually, for some kind of properties, thinking about farmhouses with garden land around or villas, the people, the kind of property that the people from abroad, especially from abroad, are dreaming of now that they have experienced the lockdown, maybe in the cities, in a huge building, in an apartment, in the center of the city. So these kind of properties are becoming more and more appealing. But anyway, I am the first person to be surprised, because when it was last year, as you said, February, March, I was a bit concerned about the market. I said, oh my God, nobody's coming over, and I'm not going to sell anything anymore. In fact, 2020 has been very good. 2021, it seems to be even better. Probably, I don't know. But it's not only my experience, to be honest, because I speak with other agents, and they are quite happy, most of them, especially the agents that they work in the same type of market target that I am.
Yes, as you
deal with. Yeah, and also. It happened to me even recently. In the last week, I sold 2 properties just after, and I closed 2 deals after a virtual tour.
Yes.
With my iPhone. Yes, the first one, it was last week, a farmers in Volterra and a family from Canada, both it after a virtual tour. It's amazing that it's happening, but it's happening. And this family is going to move as soon as they are free from any lockdown. They're going to move to live there. And 2 days ago, I did the same for a cozy, nice, small apartment in the historical center of San Gimignano to a couple from UK. We arranged for a virtual tour. I've been giving them a number of information, of course, because it's the first time they buy something in Italy.
Yes.
In the end of our video call, they say, okay, Max, we trust you and we want to proceed with, because we don't know when we are able to come. I mean, sooner or later we will be there. Okay, June, August, or whenever. But we don't want to miss this opportunity. We really like it. And we could see every single detail of the property. So we want to proceed. And it's just fantastic. So it's also technology is helping us not to miss this kind of opportunities.
Absolutely. Good deals. They're good deals you have to make now.
Yeah,
and better not to wait. So the virtual tour is perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I mean, around the corner, you will always find, if you're looking for, it depends on the approach of the buyer. If some of them, they're looking for the big deal, the right deal, a discounted sale. And this, of course, the market is still recovering from the long recession we had since 2009. So prices are still, stable there. So anyway, much better value today rather than in up to 2008, 2009.
Yes.
It's still a very good moment to buy.
Yes.
It's absolutely still a very good moment to buy. But something encouraging is that the market is not collapsing because of the lockdown.
No.
It's keeping, especially for this kind of properties, this kind of unique properties in unique places, something that you cannot replicate, as you said before. So it's a wonderful opportunity for those buyers. They cannot travel immediately, and they don't want to miss the opportunity they like. And it's also a huge opportunity for me to sell properties rather than waiting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great idea. Yes,
Yeah.
I believe.
Ich hoffe, Sie haben wichtige Informationen für sich rausnehmen können und ich freue mich, Sie beim zweiten Teil wieder begrüßen zu dürfen.